Right, everyone. I said we were going to do some Zeppelin, and this is the time we're going to do it. We're going to pick on something that's it's iconic guitar piece. It's been used orchestrally in loads of telly programs as well. So people who don't even know Led Zeppelin will probably know this riff. For those guitar players who've never played before, you know, it might be a little bit tricky to start with. I'm sort of dipping in for people. All these tutorials are mainly for people that have played before, so forgive me if I'm sort of jumping ahead a bit, but it's not a beginner's thing. It's for people to sort of know how to play a little bit. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about where this and that go. I'm expecting you to sort of to know. There's plenty of other tutorials for beginners, you know, but sadly this is not one of them. All right, so we'll do some easier stuff, but you know, this is for people who can play a bit. All right, so first thing we do for this one is we're going to use this tuning. It's called Dadgad. D-A-D-G-A-D. Okay, now what you should do is pause that when I've later on, and just have a good look at it. Dadgad, okay, common tuning. All right, so we need to get our guitar tuned like that. Now, to do it, you're better off getting one of these little. You see these little things here? These are fantastic little snark tuners. Of course, all you professionals out there will know that, because we couldn't live without them now when we play live. I've just dropped mine. The good thing about them is you can turn your guitar down while you're tuning up, so you're not deafening the audience. All right, so let's look at the first riff. We've got the guitar in tune. Little finger on the. Let's play the riff, shall we? The riff we're going to do, and it repeats over and over again, and you know, there's three main riffs in it. This is the first one, so let's get straight to it. Little finger on the 5th string at the 5th fret with a convenient dot. First finger on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, okay? And this is what we should be listening to. We're going to our strum is mainly confined to. We're not really interested in these, so keep it sort of quite tight with the strum. And your bass string is going to be played, you know, da da da, da da da. So let's look at what we're going to play. So mute the bass string to start with, and we're going to go down, 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 and then we're going to release the bass string. All right? I'll do that again. Bam, 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 bam. And again, get the phrasing in your head. Da da dum, da da da, boom, da da dum. Da da da, boom, da da dum, da da da, boom, da da da, da da da, boom, da da da, da da da, boom. Once you've got that running in your head, it makes the whole thing easier to play. All right. So what do we do with this hand? The first one, da da da, da da da. Move your first finger into the 3rd fret. Keep your little finger where it is. Mute this again. Do the same thing. Da da da, da da da. Release. Now, I swap fingers around here. I now put my 3rd finger there on the 5th string, and I bring my 1st finger up again to the 4th fret. So I've got this same thing again. Da da da, da da da. Then I put my little finger underneath onto the 3rd string now to replace the 1st finger, and my 3rd finger stays where it is, exactly the same strum. And then finally, little finger moves up 2 frets, and your 1st finger plays the 5th string at the 5th fret, and it just does that. So I'll do that slowly. Da da da, da da da, move da da da, 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 da da da. I've got a Zeppelin track here. I'll play that bit with the track. There's no guitar on this. find a track where they've eliminated the guitar but left the voice on, because without the voice you would have no idea where you were. So this riff goes on and on and on until he sings the words to think all will be revealed or something like that, and then it goes to this next riff. So let's look at what that is. Alright, so we've got our second finger and our third finger playing strings 3 and 1 at the 12th fret. And again, phrasing really important before we play anything. Da 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 dum 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 da dum da dum da da dum da dum da dum bum bum ba dum ba dum ba da dum. Okay, and once we know what that phrasing is in here, it's much easier then to transfer it down here. All right. So what are we going to do with this pluck? We're going to come down from the 4th string, and we're going to emulate what I've just said in my head. Da 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 dum bum bum ba bum ba bum ba dum ba. Let's do it. Okay, we start at the 12th fret. Okay, now just remember these fret numbers. I was there with the 2nd finger, and I just dropped my 1st finger down 1 fret to the 11th, all right? And that's the pattern we're going to do right the way down the neck, starting at the 12th, all right? So we've got then to the 10th, then to the 7th, then to the 5th, then to the 3rd, and then a little, which is the 4th string at the 3rd, the 2nd, and then off. And then we pick the riff up again at the position 5 and 3. Let me put that together for you for the last one. Oops, I'll do that again. As you know by now, I do them all in one take, so if you hear the odd fluff, folks, that's rock and roll. All right, do that again. And then later on, you've got when you do the there's an extension that way it goes. Okay, now it just comes off the riff, you know, when you go instead of doing that, it sort of goes just doing the 3 2 and then off, and up to the riff it goes 3 2 1 open 5th, 5th at the 2nd, 4th string open, and then just drop that finger across there as if you're playing an A. Now I think he just plays one note as he slides down there, because you've got orchestra all over this. So, but I like to put this in just to give it a bit more weight. You don't have to, you know, but to me as a guitar part it just sounds a bit better. So let me play that bit again. This is going into this other little bit. Then it goes. Well, I wrote this down somewhere. Where did I put it? Just because I want to remind myself what it does. Right. Now it does that bit 6 times. You go. Then it repeats the da 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 da. Okay. So that's the only other bit you've got to do. And I think we're done on it. I think it just repeats and repeats the same bits over and over again. It's a long track as well. I certainly don't want to bog you down here with all the with the whole 8 minutes. So I'm just going to quickly go over the things, a little crash course where we are again. Don't forget the pick is Dad Gad. Sorry, the tuning is Dad Gad. Better get that right. And then our first riff. instead of doing the final one, da, that's the part, that's the point when you would nip to that riff. Okay, so I'll just play that final bit again. After this. And you use that open bass string as your vehicle to get there. And then you would pick it up at the position 3 and 5, etc, 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 and then eventually it will do the riff again. But instead of just going, it will go and put those other notes on. And then back to the. Alright, so that's a crash course in Kashmir. If there's any bits, and I don't make these videos too long, because once people see that they're over 8 minutes, they don't bother to watch them. So I'm just trying to keep it concise. I'll do some beginnery stuff as well for those people. I don't want to disappoint anyone, but you know, there's tons of stuff on the internet to show you how to play your basic chords and stuff. This is all about you know, just trying to utilize what we already know and play some of the trickier stuff. And my job here is to try and make this trickier stuff not as tricky as it actually sounds, you know, try to bring some simplicity into it, which is why you won't hear me referring to notes in particular. I'll be talking about, you know, fret numbers and stuff, because ultimately that's all that really matters, you know. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. After this, we're going to stick with some open tuning bits and pieces. Stay with me a minute. We're going to do this. We're going to do, I think we'll have a little go brown sugar. That's fun, isn't it? Which is a bit easier than the one we've just done. And this tuning is, these are my scribbles. This is what I do. I don't use anybody else's. I only trust my own scribble and my own ears. Thank you very much. The tuning for this is D, G, D, G, B, E. So if you want a heads up on that, that is definitely what we're going to do next, all right? And while we're in that tuning, we'll probably have a look at the status quo when I did down, down, because that uses the same tuning as well. And then maybe somebody else asked me to do Romeo and Juliet, you know that? The one by Dire Straits. It's a nice one. Slightly different tuning, but it's got an open feel to it as well. So lots to do. I'm going to crack on now. So practice Kashmir, have fun with it. Play to the backing track, really important, otherwise you'll bore people to death. Because as I say, when you take away the voice and all the other bits and pieces, there's not much in it. Right, hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.